What's going on, everyone? Welcome into the Cleveland Browns Report. We got some news coming across the wire now. Unfortunately, not able to get into the office to get a normal video out for everyone watching, but I think it's important to break down the latest QB moves because the Browns have made a trade, and it's not Baker Mayfield. No, it's Case Keenum. He's going to Buffalo for a 7th-round pick, and then the Browns are also making a bit of a waiver wire move. They're picking up Jacoby Brissett off of free agency, so that's the next backup QB in Cleveland. Basically, in a nutshell, this is a cheaper backup option, right? Case Keenum was signed to a 3-year, $18 million contract. As I'm filming this right now, I don't have the details on what Jacoby Brissett's contract is, but I'm guessing it's going to be 1 year, $2.5 million, $3 million-ish. So you save $3 million, and you know what? You got to start finding ways to put some money in the piggy bank after you spent $230 million on Deshaun Watson. So I think that's what this move looks like. But let me know, do you like... Actually, let's play this game. Pick a quarterback. Would you rather have Case Keenum or Jacoby Brissett? Let me know in the comments. Type CK for Case Keenum or JB for Jacoby Brissett down below. Which QB you'd rather have? Now, it's a bit of a loaded question because I think Case Keenum is a better quarterback overall, but he's going to cost a little bit more. And you really want to spend $6 million on a backup that... Well, this may be actually, as I'm walking this back, we don't know if Deshaun Watson, what his suspension could look like if one is handed down by the NFL. So that's just something to keep in the back of your head right there. The Browns may be forced to play their backup for 2, 4, 6 weeks, depending on what the Watson potential suspension could look like, because that's the elephant in the room, right? A lot of people in the Browns, in the dog pound, excited about getting a true, no-doubter franchise QB, but we can't just ignore the baggage. That's along with it. So one more time, let's just kind of recap this, and we'll extrapolate on it. The Jacoby Brissett signing, what this means for the Browns, and Case Keenum going to Buffalo for a 7th-round pick. Also just want to mention that currently at my brother's birthday party in Austin, Texas. So I'm on Baker watch. I'm down here, boots on the ground, looking for Baker. If I see him, I'll shake his hand and thank him, honestly, for helping Cleveland end the postseason drought, win on the road, win in Pittsburgh, put up a 40 burger, nearly a 50 burger. So if I see Baker here in Austin, because that's where he's camped out in the offseason, and shake his hand. Not like the meme, not like the video, but honestly, thank you, Baker, for all you have done. And actually, let's just have you guys get involved one more time. Let's just spam 6 down below if you are thankful for what Baker Mayfield did. Right? At the end of the day, I think we all have to acknowledge that the Browns would not have been in a position to be such an attractive organization for a star like Deshaun Watson to come to if it wasn't for what Baker Mayfield and the rest of the team helped the Browns do to the last couple of years get themselves into a competitive, competitive spot in the NFL. So I'm gonna miss Baker for that. I think there's no doubt that the Browns upgraded, as we kind of now get off track a little bit from Case Keenum and Jacoby Brissett. But, this is going to be the talk of sports radio in Cleveland and really across every Browns media outlet for the next couple months for a long time, right, was this move here. But let's circle back, get back on track to Jacoby Brissett signing with the Browns. So Brissett played with the Dolphins last season, spotted to a couple games, and honestly didn't look good. Like, when I watched him play, I thought he would do better because when he was with the Colts, I liked him. I didn't think he was that bad of a backup, right? Drafted by New England, so you always feel like, well, the Patriots, they always do something, right? They don't screw shit up. So I liked the move for a moment. We got some more stuff coming across my feed here. Let's see this. What's Tom Pelissero tweeting out? The Browns are restructured Amari Cooper's contract. All right, so you guys are seeing some behind-the-scenes stuff. Converting most of his $20 million base salary into a signing bonus, adding 2 void years and saving over $15 million on the 2022 salary cap. That's a lot of numbers, and I'm not going to lie. I'm at a birthday party. I've had a couple. That's difficult for me to comprehend right now. But ultimately, the salary cap's real, but it's not real, so I don't know what to make of what that really means. They free up some room, $15 million in 2022. So that's what it means, I guess, right? Tom Pelissero, the tweet there. So just tossing it in right now in the middle of the VOD. Appreciate Chat Sports team throwing that my way. So, and then as for Case Keenum, you get a conditional 7th-round pick out of it. Not a bad move, right? You don't want to pay $6 million for a backup if hopefully, you can save some money, move it elsewhere, and try to get Jarvis Landry back, for example. All right, this is usually the time where I ask if you have not subscribed to join us here at the channel. Now, if you're coming across this video for the first time and you're like, why am I watching someone hang out in some dude's guest room? Well, this is not usually what the Cleveland Browns Report by Chat Sports looks like, but couldn't get into the studio, but didn't want to leave you guys hanging on the Brissett and on the Keenum move. So you know what? Stepped out of the party for a second. That's probably what you're hearing in the background right now. And just want to get a quick, 8-10 minute video out to break it all down. So if you're looking for a spot to get free Browns coverage, this is for it. Like, all you got, there's no entering your credit card information, none of that kind of stuff. Like, no paywalls you got to get behind here. You just hit subscribe, and then you're locked in for free coverage all year long. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, happy to have you join our YouTube dog pound here on the Cleveland Browns Report. All right, so let's talk a little bit now about the QB moves here and the restructuring, and overall, let's just spend the next minute or two looking at what Andrew Berry has done here, because credit to him. I haven't had a chance to say this, but when the news broke about the Deshaun Watson trade, I was in the middle of filming a video of backup options, plan B, plan C, plan D, if they don't keep Baker Mayfield and they have to go a different direction, and I was like, I really hope Andrew Berry thought this through. You went to Harvard. He's a pretty smart guy. I'd like to believe he was, well informed on what the other options could be, but we'll never know. And honestly, don't need to know. Don't care, because you persuaded Watson out of the deal, out of the point where he said the Browns were no longer in the running. And he's like, no, spin zone, you're coming to Cleveland. This is something I've talked about with friends that, just like at coworkers after work on Friday, was if you looked at the three rosters, as we really just dive in on Watson talk, if you look at the three rosters, there was no comparison of which one was the best. The only issue was the name, the Cleveland Browns, which, let's be real, if you're from the South, like Deshaun Watson, that is not an appealing name compared to the New Orleans Saints or the Atlanta Falcons. Those are your home teams right there. That's where you kind of grew up in that part of the country. Browns, as a franchise, we can call a spade, have not been good the last 20, 30 years, a while. So it's good to see that Andrew Berry was like, I don't give a shit, if this is the Browns and we're not supposed to have a good QB. We're not supposed to be good according to the rest of the league. I want to upgrade. I want to go get a better quarterback, because my job is to get the best talent on the field. And if he felt he could pull that trade off with Watson, power to him. He took a risk, but it paid off. And we'll never know what the downside could have been. All right, let's wrap up the video by just asking one more time as we kind of go full circle on the QB moves. Browns trading Case Keenum and signing Jacoby Brissett to be Deshaun Watson's backup. Pick a QB. Type their initials in the comments below which quarterback you like more. And that's going to do it for us here. I'm going to head back to the little birthday shindig we got going on. So appreciate everyone for watching, joining us here. Coming across the channel for the first time, make sure you're subscribed. And next time we'll have all the bells and whistles and graphics that you guys know and love. So I'm going to sign off. Enjoy your weekend, and let's go Browns.